Not only teleprompters can help us deliver a script smoothly, it will also cut down our recording time by being able to go through the entire episode from start to finish. In this video, tuturuan ko kayo kung paano ba talaga magbasa ng teleprompter na parang hindi ka nagbabasa at magmumukha kang totoo at tunay na professional. In fact, I'm actually reading a script right now. And it's coming right up. What is up with you guys? Z here, and today is all about the correct techniques and how to read from teleprompters professionally na parang natural ka lang na nakikipag-usap sa audience, or in our case, dito sa camera. And take note, everything that you will hear from me throughout this video, from the very start kanina to finish, lahat yan, kahit itong mga sinasabi ko ngayon, lahat yan ay galing sa script na binabasa ko ngayon dito sa harapan ko. To start with, I just need to mention that there are two types of teleprompters that we can choose from, depending on what route you can take from your end. First one is reading from an actual physical teleprompter that you can use either with a video camera or with your smartphone as your camera. The other one is using a teleprompter app that you can download and use for free from the Google Play Store for Android phones or from the Apple Store for iOS or iPhone users. If you're gonna ask me kung bibili kayo from online na actual teleprompter, ano ba ang best and budget-friendly teleprompter set that I can strongly and personally recommend? That will be the Tour teleprompter for both video cameras and smartphones. Check out my tutorial video on how to use the Tour teleprompter for either with your video camera or with your phone. Because this episode today is focused mainly on how to read from a teleprompter like a pro. Link to the video is somewhere up here and in the description box below. And in that particular video, you will find the download link for the online listing of the product as well. Kung gagamit naman kayo ng teleprompter app with the selfie camera of your phones, meron din ako niyan. For Android phones, that will be the Oratory teleprompter widget that I personally used so many times already when I started YouTubing using an Android phone. And I super guarantee you, super galing niyang gamitin. Link again is somewhere in this frame and in the description box below. For iOS or iPhones, the latest app I tested and used is the Teleprompter for Video. Get this app for free from the Apple Store. Just go through the registration process that we normally do when opening apps on an iPhone device, and you're good to go. Tutorial video again is somewhere here and down there, okay? So going back, paano nga ba maging natural sa harap ng camera habang nagbabasa ng script from a teleprompter? The main trick actually starts on the paper and how we write on it. I mean on the Word document on our computer screens and how we type on it. First tip is to assemble your script correctly. Marami kasi sa atin, especially if you're new to this thing, and also those who are now into broadcasting, teacher broadcasters, if tulad ko, kapag nagsulat tayo ng script, we tend to write our script as a literary masterpiece. Yung bang parang nagsusulat tayo ng nobela. We overthink and we overdo our sentences. We pour in too much creativity na yung mga lines natin in the form of sentences, hindi na natural ang dating. We use so many uncommon words na hindi naman natin talaga normally ginagamit sa normal physical conversation. Yung mga lines natin, super pinaganda natin. Yung manner ng pagsasalita natin, iniiba natin for the sake of artistic style. Remember that we're supposed to be conversing with someone. And that someone are the audience represented by the rolling camera. We're not delivering scripts like an actor on a stage delivering his dialogue or performing his dialogue or a poet delivering a poem. We're also not singer singing a song, nor like Lola Basyang from the good old days reading a story to a bunch of cute children like noong unang panahon sa malayong lugar na kung tawagin ay bayan ng mga bulataw. Shout out to you guys, Bulato brothers. Hindi dapat ganon. Hindi dapat ganon, besh. And take note, sabi ko for tip number 1, assemble your script, not compose your script. Paano ba gawin ito? Of course, you need to start by outlining first your ideas for the entire flow of the script from the opening spiel down to the closing billboard. You can use bulleted notes to list down and organize your thoughts. Later on, pag buo na ang outline, insert under each main bullet yung mga important details for your presentation or discussion. And throughout this process, wala kang kino-compose. You're just simply listing down and outlining and organizing stuff. Next step, talk to your notes. Yes, talk to your notes. Imagine you are now facing somebody and you will talk about these bulleted ideas you listed. So, talk naturally. Magsalita ka lang. Sabihin mo lahat ang mga gusto mong sabihin na may kinalaman sa bawat isang idea na nilista mo in such a way na alam mong maiintindihan ka ng kausap mo. While you're doing it, sabayan mo ng kamay mo sa keyboard ang bibig mo. That is correct. The proper term to describe this part is to transcribe what you are saying. So basically, hindi ka nagko-compose. Instead, you're transcribing. So the next step or tip in this case is transcribe, not compose. What you're typing now as you talk doesn't have to be perfect yet. Just type and keep on typing. Talk and type, talk and type, talk and type. This is exactly how I create my own scripts. Starting with a list of bulleted notes, and then I just started talking about the notes kasabay ng kamay ko na nagtatype sa keyboard hanggang makarating ka sa dulo at matapos mong sabihin ang lahat ng dapat mong sabihin. Once done, we go to the next step. Streamline your transcription. You got everything written down, normal words, normal sentences, but complete and thorough. This time, linisin mo every sentences you've written, improve each lines, find better ways to express them, cut down what needs to be cut, weed out what needs to be weeded, replace what needs to be replaced. Pag sa tingin mo you're done, next step is to rehearse your material. Rehearse it. Listen to yourself. Do you sound natural while reading your material? May mas maganda pa bang paraan to say or tell a line or two? We can also call this part here as polishing. Polishing may 2, 3, 4, or how many times you'd realize you can make it even better. And by the way, in addition to that, start learning how to write down your script without following the formal rules of writing essays, okay? Your script is you. It is how you will talk, not something that will be checked by someone else for correct structuring. Of course, your script needs to be grammatically correct. Ikaw din ang mapapahiya at masisira kung palpakers yan. But as far as how you write your material, you do you. You apply your own style because it is your own style of script writing that will help you deliver your script later on in front of the camera as you read it from the teleprompter. Don't use the usual rules applied on how to divide paragraphs, sentences, and start learning how to use punctuation marks in a different way. Use them instead to your own personal style and for your own advantage in script writing. If I will show you my script right now for this material that I'm currently reading, this is how it looks like. I simply apply 6 basic rules. Shorter lines as much as possible, use comma for short pauses, use ellipses or the 3 dots for long pauses, and boldface, capital, or uppercase the words that you intend to say with force or emphasis. Next line, 1 step down if I will read the next line after a quick stop from the previous line. And double space down if I'll need to pause a bit for emphasis or preparation. Again, find your own formula. Be grammatically correct, yes, but write the way you think is best for your reading. And once you reach the very end and you can confidently tell yourself, this is it, go rehearse it 1 or 2 more times. This is not for you to master the script you've assembled, but rather for you to get the feel of the script. Yung bang sasanayin mong basahin ang material mo na parang normal ka nakikipag-usap. Appropriate intonation, pacing, emotion, facial expression, hand gestures if applicable. Practice it, practice, practice, practice. Pasasaan din at masasanay ka rin. And sooner or later, boom! Hindi ka man humaharap sa camera pa, ang galing mo nang magbasa ng script. Para ka ng artista na ang galing umarte sa harap ng camera. You're very natural. You deserve an award for an awesome acting job.
Oh my God! Wow!
Now what about kapag humarap ka na sa camera? If I'm giving you this tutorial a few years ago, I will tell you to stand in front of the camera like how we teachers do. Slightly angled and both hands clasped in front of you. But now, that is out of the picture. Yung bang parang member ng choir habang kumakanta? No, that is totally wrong. That will not make you look natural, not to mention never like a professional public speaker. I realize now that that is just overly dramatizing the purpose of reading from a teleprompter. The correct approach, if standing, is to simply stand up confidently in front of the camera. Don't pose in front of the camera, just stand confidently and professionally in front of the camera. And if you're sitting down, just sit down smartly with your back straight. And once you open your mouth, don't perform your script, just talk. Or correction, read, but appear like you're just talking. No matter how much preparation you've made before pressing the record button, if you're not confident to stand and talk in front of the camera, it will show. They will see. The audience will know. And that will result to negative reactions. Just go get to it and bring your A game. Mesmerize them and make them applaud for you with standing ovation and absolute admiration. If you're a teacher making a lesson video, if you're able to follow these simple steps on how to read from a teleprompter effectively, your video will become very motivating with how you do this teaching and learning through video to your students. If you're a corporate person presenting business projects through a video, you'll look very compelling with your presentation. Or if you're using the teleprompter to record a video for job hunting purposes, believe me, just being natural in front of the camera, talking confidently and naturally to the camera, and at the same time very professional with how you stand in front of the camera, you'll be more convincing for the employer and you'll definitely bag the contract home away from the rest of the competition. If this video helps you out and get you to a good start, perhaps maybe someday I'll congratulate you for getting hired because of how they saw you and heard you talk from your video. Leave a like. Subscribe. That's a wrap. Z here. I love you all and I see you in the next one.